Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to online classes. This is C. John Paul, lecturer in English of Sri Venkateswara College of Arts and Science, Amlapuram, affiliated to Adhikavi Nannaya University. We have been discussing about the second year, fourth semester CSS paper, communication and soft skills paper. This paper contains 5 units. Unit 1 soft skills, Unit 2 paragraph writing, Unit 3 paraphrasing and summarizing, Unit 4th letter writing, Unit 5th resume and CV. These 5 units, I think I completed nearly 4 units. You have been discussing today fifth unit. Fifth unit. The fifth unit name is resume and CV. Resume and CV. How to prepare the CV? How to prepare the resume? What is the difference between resume and CV? So first of all, just I introduce about the CV and resume. So after your graduation, you may want to apply for job. After graduation, you may want to apply for a job. How will you do that? How will you do that? In some cases, you may just fill in prescribed application form. Prescribed application. However, most organization requires a curriculum vitae or a resume with the application form. With the application form. That is CV or resume is the first instrument to introduce yourself and your capabilities. Hence, you need to be extra careful while preparing your CV or resume. In this lesson, we will learn how to prepare your CV and resume. How to prepare your CV and resume. So first of all, try to know about the meanings of resume and CV. Curriculum vitae or resume are the first steps towards securing a job. As such, learning and practicing preparing resume or curriculum vitae is very important for job aspirants. Job aspirants. For example, curriculum vitae, it means course of life, a short document that describes one's education, work, and experience. That is called curriculum vitae. A resume means a person's job experience and education. And another name in Indian origin, biodata, biographical details. All the three expressions are referred to particulars required for job applications. Formats are different. Formats are different. There are so many advertisements in the newspapers. In the newspapers and the internet inviting applications for various posts. However, most organizations require a curriculum vitae or a resume with the application form. That is, CV or resume is the first instrument to introduce yourself and your capabilities. Hence, you need to be extra careful while preparing your CV or resume. We will try to understand the difference between a CV and a resume. So, a CV and a resume, both words, first of all, the word resume is borrowed from French word. It means summary, synonyms. Oftentimes you will hear our resume referred to as CV. A resume pronounced these like in American English. Look at here. A resume is a brief document. The resume is your calling card when you apply for a job. Usually your resume has to sell an employer on giving you an interview. Interviews get the job. Resumes can only get an interview. Very often, personal people will pattern the interview on the resume. They have received from you that it is essential that you have a resume and that it is be a good one. The person who wants to apply for the post should give all the details relating to the post. A resume should contain brief but sufficient information. Tell you prospective employer like what you are, what you can do, what type of job you would like to do, what you have done, what you know. Your resume, if often the first contact an employer will have with you. So it is important that you present yourself to your best advantage. Best advantage. Your resume must look professional and read professionally. Professional and read professionally. So this is the brief information about the resume. The second one is CV. The word CV is borrowed from Latin word. It means curriculum vitae, it means course of life. A CV can be slightly longer than a resume. While a CV may run into 2 pages, a resume is usually only a page in length. The difference between a resume and CV is mainly in terms of length. The minimum length of a CV is 2 pages. A CV is used for applying jobs in schools, colleges, universities, scientific organizations, and so on. A resume is usually used when you apply for the job in business organizations. Your details make the employer impressive. Don't use the same CV or resume for all the jobs. Customize your CV or resume to suit the job requirements. Never send a Xerox copy of your CV or resume. It is a mistake to think that an impressive CV shall run into many pages. Personal information such as a place of birth, date of birth, parental information, and other family background does not find place in a CV. Hence, the CV shall be focused on to the point. From this, we understand that the purpose of a CV resume is to pass this screening and getting a calling letter or call letter for interview. A call letter for interview. Oh, here the human resources department in an organization receives thousands of applications. They don't know find time to go through all the information presented in all the applications. Therefore, they look for the information required for the jobs advertised in their organization. All other information becomes secondary, hence the CV shall be focused and to the point. From this we understand that the purpose of a CV resume is to pass the screening and get a call letter for interview. These details given to Human Resources Department, and number of persons think like that. It is a mistake to think that an impressive CV shall run into many pages. So remember one thing, personal information such as a place of birth, date of birth, parental information and other family background does not find place in CV. Okay. The next important point, how to write a CV or resume. How to write a CV or resume. The needs of each organization are different. Every organization has an individual quantities, qualities, requirements are maintained. So that's why each organizations are different. So preparing one's CV and sending the same to any organization is not a practice. There is not a good practice. We need to prepare a customized CV for each post or organization. Thus, a good CV or resume is one which and first one is attraction. The first one is attraction, the attention of the recruitment. Attraction, the attention of the recruiter. The second one is raises curiosity. This is very important. Raises curiosity. And third one is highlights strengths and achievements. Highlights strengths and achievements. The next one is read the job advertisement. Read the job advertisement carefully and look for, like first one, the essential and desirable qualification required for the job. Second one, the kind of a person, the organization, company is look for. The finally, compose your CV or resume in such a way that is gives an impression to the recruiters that you are the person that they are looking for. Then try to compose your CV in such a way that is gives an impression to the recruiters that you are the person that they are looking for. That is, a CV has to be prepared each time you apply for a job. You should not apply for every job you come across in a newspaper of on the internet on the internet. And actually a good resume or CV a good resume or CV draws the attention of the draws the attention potential employer, creates interest in the minds of employer about the aspirant, focuses emphasis on strengths and achievements of the aspirant. To prepare a good resume or CV, one must clearly understand from the advertisement what kind of person the organization is looking for and what are the required qualifications for the job. This is a good resume important things. And as a CV as a the sorry a CV has the following parts like personal information and career objects, professional experience or projects. You can mention your special achievements too, if any. Now you are testing. Test yourself once I ask few questions to you. Few questions. So say yes or no. Answer the following questions to know more about yourself and find out who you are. Are you a born leader? Yes or no? Do you enjoy teamwork? Third question. Are you proactive? Fourth question. Are you a go-getter? Fifth question. Are you a troubleshooter? Sixth. Are you a commitment worker? Seventh. Are you a friendly person? Eighth. Are you flexible in adapting to new situations? Ninth. Are you IT survey? 10th. Do you critically evaluate your strengths and weaknesses regularly? From how many questions did you answer yes? Now go back to them and give one example to support your claim. Like this is supporting to describe yourself and importance of yourself. And the next one is the another most important thing is resume preparation tips. Resume preparation tips. Resume preparation tips. First one, a resume is a brief document. Second one, avoid sharing long URLs. Consider sharing your profile name in case the hearing manager is viewing a printed copy of your resume. A printed copy of your resume. Third one, single page resume. Once you have all your information in the above mentioned format, but some thought into structuring it all in a one page resume format. The fourth one is a single page resume is bound to make it easier for the receiver to read your details in an easier manner. The fifth one is easy to scan. For example, how to scan to easy. First one, bold keywords in your descriptions to highlight your skills and achievements. Second, use the same font throughout and differentiate headings and subheadings and descriptions with different font styles. The next one, make sure your resume is comfortable to read. Don't use a font size that is less than 11 pt on your resume. And the sixth one is break down your paragraphs into bullet points and keep the sentence short and to the point. The next one, don't congest too much information together. The next one, leave a lasting impression in the receiver's mind. Ninth, personalize your resume. Next, communicate your skills. Insert these key skills as you describe the work you have done in the role. So, case in your resume. Next point, state the obvious in a script and concise manner. 12th, be specific about every sentence you write to describe your work. The next one, keep your sentences short, 12 to 14 words maximum in a sentence. Next one, expand acronyms when using them for the first time. The next one, emphasis on the work you have done and its results rather than explaining who you worked for or what the company does. Try to qualify your contribution in universally measurable terms. Refrain from using heavy and technical terms. The simpler your descriptions, the more the manager will keep reading. The next one, avoid writing in first person in general like I, me, myself and my. The next one, resume are mailed to the prospective employer under the cover of a letter. The next one and last one, the cover letter should be half or third by 4 pages in length of 3 to 4 paragraphs. These are tips for while you are preparing resume. Remember this. And the next one, a small differences between resume and CV is there. So CV preparation tips same but a little bit difference is there. CV preparation tips. First one, make sure You know when to use a CV. Second, pick the best CV format. Third one, add your contact information the right way. Fourth one, start with a CV, personal profile, or CV summary or CV objective. The next one, list your relevant work, experience, and key achievements. The next one, build your CV education section or correctly. Seventh, put relevant skills that fit the job opening. Seventh, eighth, include additional CV sections to impress the recruiter. The ninth one is organize this all on a professional CV template. Tenth one, complement your CV with a cover letter. I think no cover letter in CV. So now once again discuss about this point. It is very important. What is difference between a CV and resume? I have mentioned important points here. Let's get this straight once and for all. In the hearing in industry nowadays there is almost no formal difference between a CV and resume. It's same thing that Britishers calls a CV and Americans calls a resume. Just like they do with ships and French friends, football and scorer are Queen Elizabeth and Queen Bay. So if you are applying to a European company, you should create a CV. But if you are applying to a US based employer, you should make a resume. And no, a CV is not a cover letter. Remember this. A curriculum vitae is detailed list of specifications, while a cover letter is a full elbow marketing campaign. While a CV may run into 2 pages, a resume is usually 1 page in length. In India, the term biodata is used. Is used. The next one is format. CV proper order of sections or format. CV proper order of sections or format. So first one, CV, header with contact information, and second one, personal information. Your CV resume should start with the following personal details: your full name in capital letters like this, your address your address for correspondence, and your telephone numbers, your email ID. These details shall be positioned at the top of the first page. Note this one point, remember, never use the word severe curriculum vitae as a heading. The recruiters know that it is a CV. The next point, career objective. You should clearly spell out your career objective. Don't make it generic. The objective should be your aspiration and reflect the ethos of the recruiting organization and the post you are applying for. This is the career objective, writing these things. And the next one is work experience or professional experience. We should mention the different jobs you have held along with achievements in each position. We should start with the latest job first and travel backwards. In other words, you should describe the posts in the reverse chronological order. That is, you should mention the recent job first and go back to your first job. This is work experience. And sometimes you describe your project works also. If it is need, if it is in need, describe project works also. If you are a fresher and do not have any experience of doing any job, you can list the project you underlook. In your graduation and under each project, you can describe your experience and accomplishments. So the next one is the most important, educational qualifications. You can list your additional qualifications or academic qualifications or educational qualifications in the reverse chronological order, like the experience mentioned above. State the name of the degree, year of completion, name of the college or university, percentage of marks, grade and award, distinction if any. And if you added skills or abilities or additional sections like technical qualifications or computer language basis, and the next is language known like a speak or known languages, and references and declarations. These the format of CV or a CV proper order of sections. The next one, resume format. The small difference is there between two. Resume format. As a recommended practice, use the following resume skeleton to organize your details, keeping in mind the reverse chronological order. First one, contact details or individual details. Here are mentioned. Be sure to place your name, your current address, your current phone number at the top of the page. You will always be answered during business and your email addresses. The next one is career objective or objective career. It means a position involving challenge and responsibility in a professionally managed, fast growing and anyone. The next one, work experience. Here are discussing mainly designation of yours, company details or name, or duration, most recent first, overview of your role, specific responsibilities carried out by you, key achievements, skills and tech used. These are mainly discussed here because of this is very essential to experience wins. You should start with the latest job first and travel backwards. In other words, you should describe the post in the reverse chronological order. That is, you should mention the recent job first and go back to your first job. And the next point is educational or academic qualification. Here are mainly discussed college degree or duration, college name and place, relevant course work. It means should appear in reverse chronological order. The highest qualification should appear first followed by the previous one, that is postgraduate, professional, their undergraduate and the intermediate, then school level. These like are discussed in educational qualifications. The next one, technical skills or software skills. In technical skills we discussed about the other qualifications. Knowledge in computer courses like C++, Java, etc. And the next one, extra curriculum activities. If you have known any achievements and personalized things, that like. And the next one is language known. Here are discussed mainly sometimes resume prepared mainly based on language known. I am good communicate with other fluently in English with all people, like this. The next one is personal skills and projects. Any prizes or honors can be mentioned here. Papers presented and articles published should also be detailed. The next one is salary expectation. In salary expectation, we expect the salary that is relevant to the job. Don't mention salary either from previous employment or from expectation for your new position. And personal profile like name, station, father name, date of birth, gender, nationality, address, mobile number, email ID. These like are mentioned. The next one is references. References are the persons who give certificates to a person about his conduct, character, ability, etc. It gives an idea to the employer about the candidate. This is the reference. And finally, declaration. Like this write down declaration, I hereby declare that the above mentioned details is correct up to my knowledge, and I bear the responsibility for the correctness of the above mentioned particulars. These are the format of the resume and CV. In this class we have clearly discussed about resume and CV, introduction and how to write a CV and resume, tips for resume, tips for CV, and again difference between a CV and resume, and format of CV, format of resume. The next class how to write is resume CV in the examination point of view. Also biodata and some more example we will see in next video or next class. Thank you so much.